Alright, let's get started with everything, shall we? I think everything is calibrated properly for where we need to be today. Everything else is on charge. Yeah. Yeah, everything should be good in this sense. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, so I'm just messaging with the group I'm going to be hosting for at 6 p.m. tonight. They're a test group for, well, they're not the test group. We're running a test for their group for something. And as they're doing that, I'm slotting slots in Saturday's Starship Trooper op. Yeah, that's weird. One second. That's the sound of T-Fart kicking in. I just realized the music was super loud, and now my voice is super loud in here because my thing was turned down. Ah, that's why. All right, now I gotta resplice my audio real quick. I'm like, that T4 noise sounded really freaking quiet. Oh, it's because that was completely turned down. I usually run all this stuff on a max volume. Alright. Alright, everything should be good on these fronts. I'm still waiting for one guy to get back to me on a few other things as well. And you heard the beep beep because we're going to be in TFAR today. Running everything here, so let me go ahead and get the prediction going, and then I'll start interacting with you guys. I've been busy, which... That's one way to put it. Let's see. Blufor is attacking. I actually forget who's... I think it's Blufor's... No, yeah, Blufor's defending. Yep. So let me get that shifted over. There we go. 15-minute poll. And let's get that started. All right, cool. Whew. All right, what is up, guys? Wee Woo here. I just had to finalize making sure things were set up for the mission at 6 o'clock tonight, which is in 2.5 hours. So I'm going to try to cover rounds 1 and 2, but if round 1 runs like the entire time, which I'm hoping it's not, I hope it doesn't, but in case it does, then I might not even be able to cover round 2, because I'll have to cover a lot of, setup for that 6 p.m. But I will do my best to cover all 3 rounds of the NA branch. And then try to play like an hour of DayZ after. But this is also all depending on how much room I have on my hard drive right now. Simply because they are a bit full. I'm at 41 gigs, which it's not super good. But I got 23 gigs free on another drive, so I can always transfer a VOD over and make that work. But anyway. Switched. Oh god, I forgot to. Yeah. Oh no.
User left your channel.
Oh god, I left that on.
User joined your channel.
Shush. Sounds deactivated. All right, cool. So, few things we're doing today. One, someone, his name is Ilbanek, who we see in OFCRA and sometimes in Friday Night Fights. He's a really great guy, makes missions for OFCRA as well. I think he's also made some FNF missions before. He has sent me over a new TFAR plugin where we will be able to hear everyone's voice down on the ground here, but we won't hear anyone in the spectator mode. So this is me testing that out today, and we'll see how all of that goes. Wretched, thanks for letting 2 months resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Thank you so much. But we'll see if it works, because if it does, great. I'll be hanging out when I'm solo shoutcasting in the TFAR channel just to listen to these guys, and we'll be able to hear all of their local comms, and that should hopefully elevate how we do our co-casting, or I guess commentary here would be the proper term. But let's dive right into the mission, and I'll start talking about all the changes we've had made, because we've had a lot to exchange here. But anyway, mission made by Malin. It's called Sandcastle. Simple US versus Russia, specifically testing large-scale terrain deformation and performance, but also trenches, right? Because the profiling build for Arma 3 became the main build, so a lot of new things happened, such as a complete rework of thermal imaging, which some people are for. I'm personally kind of for, but that's besides the point. But it also added the terrain deformation tool as a potential thing, so we'll see how it's applied to Friday Night Fights. This change was made, I think, 2 days ago. Otherwise, mission rules, M2 statics are restricted to the objective so they are spawned in. Only the sandbags and planks can be used in the trench objective for building. Otherwise, game mode is simply destroying 2 caches. The mission variables, 800 meter view distance, 125 build points, that's the default, no NVGs nor magnified optics. Medium anti-tank settings, we have both sides taking 2 AT rounds per both the assistant and the launcher. Otherwise, we're going to start with Opfor because they are on the defense and we spawned over them. And to take a quick moment, Willow Tree, thanks for the 2 gift subs, my man. I hope you are doing A-okay. I know your life is very, very busy right now. But if you got a sub from Willow, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. But regardless, these are the modern Russian EMR desert camouflage kits. Loadouts for them are going to be AK-74s modernized. If you want to do a prediction, you should just have an interface automatically pop up. If it doesn't, just refresh the page, and we'll see how things go. Otherwise, they get a massive choice between using Eastern optics with the UUK model or Western optics if they go with a Zentico rail on the weapon. Otherwise, they get the MP443 Grach as their secondary. Light machine gunners get the RPK-74. Medium machine gunners get the PKP. Light anti-tank get the single-shot disposable RPG-26. I don't think there is any X-ray anymore. I read in the template update for FNF that they completely removed X-ray, so recon is now obsolete. You won't see that anymore, so we won't talk about it. Crew and aviation either get a choice of between a PP2000 or an AKS. Those are the guys that are going to be probably driving the BTRs today. Speaking of, they get 2 BTRs and 9 transport gases for their side to move in. Otherwise, looking over at their roster here, we have Vagrant commanding. Theoretically, I should be able to hear them. And I don't. I'm gonna have to get back to Ilbanak then, because I don't hear anyone with the plugin on, which is a shame. Let me check something real quick. Let's make sure I have it applied right on my end. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that was a mistake. So... Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. All right. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. I am so sorry about that. But no, I think I'll have to try it on OFCRA then and see if it's working there, and then from there try to figure out a way to apply it to Friday Night Fights. But all right, that failed. I am so sorry about that. So hopefully I didn't blow out your eardrums. Hopefully the noise gate caught all that. But anyway, let's continue knowing that the plugin didn't really work. Sounds like a cafeteria lunchtime. Yeah, damn. Woo. Oh, he accessed more than 10% of his brain power and heard everyone at the same time. Yeah, that's the voice of, that's what God has to deal with, right? Good God. Norris leading Alpha HQ, Sholand as his medic, Alpha 1 being led by Nielsen with Puma, Shun, Bendel, Bates, Mittens, and Sim under him. Depso leading Alpha 2 with Tymek, Albin, Clash, and Sayak under him. Azuki leading Bravo HQ, Bravo 1 being led by Steve with Hunavar Wise, Kabubi, Pyros, and Cal. Pro Hunter leading Bravo 2 with Gogu, Thompson, Aim at the Balls, Rodrigue, and Solomons. Charlie being led by Velatarian with Charlie 1 being led by Skits with Vince, Ainaru, Delador, Dombi, and Kinnick. Nemo leading Charlie 2 with Flinja, which I think Flinja now. Joseph, Shut It Down, Zally, and Fluffy. And then Kane leading Delta HQ with Guy Fury as his medic with Novix leading Roster, Bant, and Cake here. Also, you might notice there's an extra medic slot in the Delta slot now. It's because they added a 3rd medic for the group, which was quite interesting there. But Yuru leading Delta 2 with Harvid, Lacarfor, Archer, Duidux, Deska Keeper, and Mark Messias, and then Holland and Fred taking a dedicated BTR crew, so the other BTR might be used by another squad. Gloomuth, thanks for the 4-month resub. What happened to you, buddy? Why are you in the hospital? I honestly hope you're okay, and I hope it's not too serious. Nonetheless, thanks for the 4-month resub, and yeah, damn, dude, or miss, I hope you're okay. Feel free to tell us what's going on, man. Yeah, that sucks to hear. Ooh, baby. So it looks like this is where they're testing the reforming, or the deformer mod, because this has all been made into a flat terrain. So they made this amazing trench network, and they also folded the terrain with the trench line. So this is just some of the power you can see with this new mod. Missions are going to be super freaking useful now, and I think it's actually reflected on the map as well, because I don't see any of the map terrain showing that the actually I do see that how it's bent around, so that's quite interesting. Wow, really cool. Yeah, so we're gonna see some trench warfare on today with this new tool, so that's really nice. And then they've just basically bent the AO to that position as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and look over at the Blufor side. Uniforms are going to be the modern American Marines desert camouflage. To break down the roster, you got the platoon lead, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman, assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR, who have the 40mm Hunt IR rounds, which are basically cameras you can fire from the underbarrel grenade launcher, also known as the UGL, and it gives you a nice eye in the sky approach. It has normal vision and night vision. Machine gunner, assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank, 1 and assistant, medium anti-tank, 2 and assistant, recon, infantry and scouts and sniper. These are no longer relevant because they've been taken out of FNF. But otherwise, your designated marksman, which is going to be a Mark 11, which is 20 rounds chambered in 7.62x5.4 for a the DMR kit. And then the Russians, it's the 10-round SVDs chambered in 7.62x5.4. And if I said that, I might have screwed up. Blufor's chambered in 5.1. Opfor chambered in 5.4. Both are bigger rounds than usual 5.45 or 5.56. But anyway, crew lead, crewman, pilot, medic, and the base kit. Loadouts for these guys are going to be M27s, which are full auto M4 platforms, or an M4A1, which only fires in bursts. M9 Beretta is their secondary. Light machineries get the M249, medium machine gunners get the 240 Golf, light anti-tank, also known as LAT, get the M136 single-shot disposable AT launcher. Recon doesn't matter because that's been scrubbed out. And then crew and aviation get either the MP70, M4A1, but I don't think there's going to be any of that because they don't have any defensive assets other than turrets. So there's no vehicles for them to crew that on. Otherwise, looking at Blufor's roster, we have Shy commanding with Grav as the platoon medic. Kevin leading Alpha HQ. He's merged everyone under him. So he's got Mackenzie, Swola, Eric Hiru, Gazag, Wheaton, Galil, Artisan, Reapers Insanity, Top Gun, he switched the A and the Che. That's cute. Threw me for a loop for a second. Seasmo, Lolo, Tackleberry, and Jobby. Nemesis leading Bravo HQ with Finn as the squad medic. Bravo 1 being led by Whiplash with Azariah, Purton, Nimia, Yanni, and Dooley. Naf's leading Bravo 2 with Cullis, Iander, Casual. Iander isn't playing AT, or is that just a mismark and he's not marked as an AT guy? Because seeing Iander not take AT is really interesting, but no, he is not. All right, cool. He is probably the best AT person I ever know, like, in all of Arma, hands down. We've seen some people make some really great AT shots in the past, but Iander is very consistent. He has been consistent over the years. I watched him... I'll get to an Iander story in a second. But Casual, Andiri, Warkus, and Dobbs, and then Delta has merged everyone together. So under Morgan leading, we have Mutant, Night Owl, Olaf, Oddball, Jack, Pierce, Fawns, Newton, Khalil, Nikolai, Hayes, Heartseer, Alipuz, Blas, and Mail together. But anyway, when Iander used to play heavily in TSB, back when we had the tier system, 1 through 5, we once had to give Iander a temp ban because he was super tired during an op, and someone as a joke called out their friendly Apache as an enemy, and Iander just turned around, whipped his AT out, and just sniped it out of the sky from like 800 meters out. And we still had to ban him for a few days because technically it was griefing, but I mean, it was so funny. Just the video of him just taking the damn thing out, lining up the shot, and blowing it up. Because he was just too tired and he autopiloted the shot. And it was a great fucking shot, mind you, but I just remember laughing about it. Oh, Falcon, you are not playing tonight. Hopefully you're doing okay though, bro. All right, but otherwise, that should be good. I'm going to go back into my tools and plugins real quick and try to diagnose why my thingamajig broke. Yeah, and as soon as I collected that, I don't know, we'll see. I'll give this a bit more time. We can't hear the people on the ground, so I have to talk to Ilbanek about that. But, at least we're trying new things, because I am trying to get something going where we can hear people on the ground without hearing anyone in the spectator mode. I'd laugh my ass off, though, it was set the opposite way, but we'll have to see. Whew. Otherwise, Falcon is not playing. Papega is on Opfor. Scandy is on Blufor. I know a lot of you guys like to use those guys as indicators, but that is how everything goes. Oh, man. Going through my DMs right now. Willow, I just saw what you said. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope today the stream makes it a little better. Also, where is Gloomith here? Your heart went and tried to kill you? Ah, dude. Yeah, and I agree with what Omnizar said. It's tell to stop. That's very rude. You shouldn't die to that, man. But admittedly, I've been trying to kill me for years. Doesn't like my diet and complete lack of exercise. Yeah, dude. Well, I hope you're okay, man. Really. And I hope this stream makes you feel better. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Getting into a healthy rhythm is pretty important. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but ever since mid-June, I've been going back to the gym regularly. I've been watching what I eat. I've gone from 225, I'm down to 202 right now. And I feel great, to be honest. I rebuilt my sleep schedule. I'm usually in bed by like midnight or 1. I wake up around 7 or 8. And I've just built a wonderful schedule for myself to try to get everything done. But I mean, in your case, where your body is actually trying to kill you if you're not being healthy, man, it's really tough to start that rhythm. But once you are able to get into it, it's very beneficial, man. So I hope you can make those positive changes, because I'd hate to see you continue to go in the hospital, man. I hope you're okay. And Willow, I hope you're okay too. Again, I saw what you've sent in DMs. But all right, I mean, this is a pretty simple operation. Blufor is holding out this little position. Again, they're testing the deformer tool, and they've actually been able to make like these trenches and moats and whatnot. There's a lot I want to do with it. But for now, I'm just going to be focusing on some other projects. But for example, the map GOS Daria, there's a few things I want to change for the terrain to make it more like Deserts of Karak-ish. And now that that thing's finally done, I can start with that campaign, which I'm going to be really happy for. But you can tell there's a few limitations with it. Like, there's not supposed to be water here, and the water is kind of glitching the hell out, which I find kind of funny. But, you know, we'll see how everything goes. Anyway, first cache is literally at the base of this hill, so if enough shots go into there, it's fine. It's just a trench warfare in the back that's going to be a bit messy. If Opfor just keeps all their forces together, I think they'll be fine, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Yeah, righto, Willow. Let's see it all go. You had I did friendly fire you last week, Falcon. I saw it. It was pretty damn funny. Anyway, I know some of you have been asking if we're doing DayZ after this. So the schedule is I'm going to be covering rounds 1 and 2 of EU. Then I'm going to be doing a Zeus op at 6. That'll probably be wrapped up by 7:30. And then we'll be covering all 3 rounds of the NA branch, or the first 2, and then we'll transition to DayZ. And then hopefully after, it should be good. In Ilbanek, it's not working, unfortunately. I can't hear them on the ground. I'm waiting to see when they start to die, if I'll hear them in Spectator. But I also want to give it on OFCRA a try on Thursday, just to see if it only works there, because it might be something weird. But just to ask, because I thought I saw it on the picture, you're only supposed to enable the plugin you sent me, right? Nothing else should be enabled, no other TFAR plugins. That is weird. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, only the Ilbanek edited. I'm going to check right now just to be safe, but I'm 99% certain. Yeah, I only have yours on, the Ilbanek edited one. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Maybe I put it in the, I mean, it's in the right place, though, because I'm able to enable it on TFAR, but... What was the title that I used for what? Oh, by the way, I know some of you have been asking what the new PC part list is, so I put that in the title. I haven't updated it to the new drives, but, I mean, all of the base components are there. I just have a 950 and 960, both Evo Samsung solid-state drives, and then a 4 terabyte Western Digital red drive or something in there. Oh, are you talking about the heli snipe? I forget what it was like. I called it like the best AT shot I've ever made, but no. The one where, okay, no. So let me clarify. That's not a clip on my channel. That is something I had to review as an admin. I don't have that clip on my channel anywhere. That was something submitted to us because back when I worked in TSBN as an administrative T5, we had to deal with ban requests and stuff. I guess banned reports would be the proper term. So I don't think that clip exists anywhere publicly. But it was a pretty good clip. And I don't know why I just randomly thought of it, but that's why Iander, I would admit, is the AT god. I make some pretty good AT shots too, though. I mean, Splendid Squad's AT shot where I shot Remy down, that was pretty good. That was the perfect way to end it, too. Oh, man. Let me say this as well. There are some pretty major events that I would be looking out for over the next few months, guys. I'm not allowed to speak about them, but there's some really cool things that are coming up. And last time I said that, I was hinting at, you know, the Resident Evil Hive stuff and the backroom stuff. That's all in the works. We're going to see it by the end of this month and beginning of September. This other stuff, we're probably going to see anywhere between now and the beginning of next year. Wink! And that's all I can say about it right now. But Liru's working on some really fun stuff I think you guys are going to really like. Fun fact, I had to go back. I still have to go back to my house. I have to get a picture of my grandfather in front of his Huey. I'm going to get that scanned in, and I'm going to use it as a photo on my desk in a op coming up. And, yeah, I can't give you any context. Anyway, Opfor is coming in. We got 2 gases coming around on the left side, multiple gases behind it, some other ones back there. Only one of the BTRs, it looks like, is being fielded. However, this is a little risky because we do have Blufor right here. Woo! Oh, yeah, that's a more recent one where Falcon took off with the plane while firing the guns backwards. Yeah, that was done in POG, if I remember correctly, way back when. That was a pretty funny one. But anyway, back to the action here. I mean, Opfor is just gonna, looks like, do some sort of pincer move. He did it with the Harrier, of course he did. All right. So the gases can actually take quite a bit of punishment. It's only the windows that are weakened here. I just heard some AT fire. Oh, that's because gases are literally driving right into an ambush right here. Oh! And that was a SMA. Oh my god. Macias literally ran... What on earth was that? He tried to pull a fast one on Scandi. Oh, that was a good attempt. I'll give him that, but it just wasn't enough in that one stance. Good golly gee willikers, guys. All right, I need to, let's see, that's at 22. And you still got all these guys going. Sorry, I have to write these timestamps down. I completely missed them. I'm hearing other vehicles detonating here. As Opfor, it looks like they're trying to backpedal a rush here on the final objective. And they're just getting heavily taken out everywhere here. Hearing more AT firing, but, I mean, some of it's just hitting rocks and everything. So I guess Opfor's plan was to rush this objective to make that objective easier. And it's costing them a bit, but they're getting there. Huh. A very interesting play out so far. I've never seen a rush this heavy in FNF, and it's kind of working. Sort of working. It's working-ish. Oh my god. He... Oh! Oh! Ho, ho! Wow! Brilliant. That was a great grenade throw. Yes, he died, but oh! Mwah! I love grenades in this game, because they will fuck you up. Oh, man. So this objective is under a lot of pressure. Opfor's already lost a pretty significant chunk of their force. You might see Blufor maneuver this squad down to block all of Opfor here as they're literally trying to get control of this area. It's gonna be up to the few remaining Blufor guys here as picket lines, or I guess not even picket line, just individual infantrymen to get as many kills as they can here. Because Opfor went for a really interesting plan here. I can see where they were going with it. Rush the final objective to then make the other objective easier, and the BTR-80 can pick off people early on, but it has been costly. Did Shy just get fucked? Yes, he did. Okay. Well, you got Lolo back here. He's marksman kit, so he's trying to line up some shots in the back line. Ooh, there goes Norris. By the way, Ilbenek, you're still here. It looks like the plugin is working in the fact that I can't hear anyone in the spectator, but I also can't hear anyone in the game. So, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm sorry. It's just whatever allows me to hear people locally. I guess that needs to then be turned on. Seismo got taken out. Yeah, no harm done, Ilbenek. I mean, it's a good test. It's a good test. But if you get it tweaked, let me know and I'll adjust it. They should just be glad that you two never gave it. You're talking about Falcon and start getting mortars, right? Ooh. Do you know the video which you deployed the suicide paratroopers? Yes, that was POG last Thursday, if I recall correctly. It was one of the POG ops. I'm not muted, though. I don't have the mute thing on. I already checked. That was one of the first things I checked to make sure I wasn't muted like that. But no, it's working fine. But I mean, Ilbenek, if you're on later tonight, you can test it too. And if there's something different, then you need to give me a list of your add-ons that you might have on and that I might have on, and we'll have to see if there's a contingency there. I didn't see a Gaz run you over, Goose. I'm sorry. Major Khan getting the first drop there. Trying to follow up with the second, but then he gets dropped, unfortunately. He should have killed that one, immediately popped a grenade, and pulled back. Because when you're that aggressive, you're eventually going to get picked off. Lolo, meanwhile, trying to find a decent overwatch position on the cache site itself. How's Scandia Recon doing? They're still coming in a battle line here. They're going to probably hold this area on their own. Galil just got a grenade kill. He's got to check his rear, though, and he gets Hillary Clinton by King. Multiple shots to the back of the head. Unfortunately, Galil committed suicide. Oh, yeah, because Falcon's been run over by vehicles a few times in FNF, and he likes to complain about it. Cash is now being mag dumped. Lolo trying to set up a position where he can pick more people off. He's immediately taken fire by Bayant, though. Gets hit multiple times by Bayant. Again, you got some really good players over there. I'm a little worried about Lolo, and I think I just caster cursed Lolo. Anyway, now we got Scandia Recon coming on the rear to line up a defensive position, looking over at everything. The entirety of Alpha has been killed off. Their task with Platoon was to hold this one position. Meanwhile, Opfor have taken quite a few casualties as well. Blufor definitely has the number advantage, but they're being harassed by a BTR. It is still technically anyone's game. There's the second objective being destroyed. BTR now picking off additional people here and staying from a great range, so it's going to be hard to hit it with AT. So Blufor could very well defeat themselves in detail here by constantly dividing themselves. Opfor have all their infantry together, so it's just going to have to be the skill of Scandia Recon versus the rest of Opfor. Thankfully, for Blufor's sake, most of the elite troops are dead under Delta HQ, but you still got players like Kanan Novik's up, Bayant as well, roster also pretty good. But Scandy's Scandy, and Scandy is on offense here, coming into what will become a defensive group of players here. And as we see, some of Scandy already opening up and trying to take out some members of Opfor here. One getting knocked unconscious, the other one getting headshotted. That is all you can expect. That is NAF's shooting. And some double taps going in. Little short on those GLs, but that's okay. Devour, yes. I will be honest, though. Today, I woke up, and I played some Xbox with a friend of mine. GL going short again. I'll talk about it more in intermission because I got a lot I need to talk about, in all honesty. Zally, the 2-tap headshot king. Nafs here, knocking him out and then following up with a headshot there. You got Novix, Novix, King, and Roster turn around. They're checking bodies. This is a very powerful group right here, but now you got more forces coming up, starting to suppress Scandi as they come in. One of the members of Scandi are down. That would be Andiri. Oh, dear. More GLs going in. It hits a tree, just falling short. You got quite a few Russian bodies back here, though. Jolin trying to get some pickoffs here. Seeing some suppression up on this rock. Yeah, this battle line. I'm a little worried about Scandi because they might get overwhelmed by the amount of infantry that push them. But if they stay grouped up and Scandi stays heavy on their GLs, that could still work in their favor. Scandi's GL use in FNF is extraordinary. If not, just incredibly lucky. Who's platoon lead? He's already dead. It was Shy. Vagrant is Opfor platoon lead, and he's about to get some shots on Scandi as they maneuver around. And Vagrant's also not too bad. Whoa! Damn, he put that right in between the both of them. Mwah! That indeed was a Kobe. You can tell it's a Kobe because it landed and exploded. And I will never not stop making that joke. That was a beautiful shot, though. All right, Whiplash waking back up. I want to see if Vagrant fires again. Nope, at his angle, he will not see Whiplash. Azariah coming around. He's got to be careful because there's two guys right here. And I think he noticed their antennas. He quickly pulls away. Nimia behind him wasn't able to line up a shot. Nimia getting taken out by Vagrant on the flank here. Vagrant taking multiple shots by Yanni is quick to get down. Yanni is on the multi, by the way. If you do exclamation point multi, you will be able to see Yanni's point of view. And I think Nemesis' point of view as well. The two members of Scandi there. Wow, Azariah getting immediately dropped by Roderick and Pro Hunter. And I mean, the other side, there's actually been a lot of casualties on Scandi's northeastern flank as well. They're being pushed by members of Pepega Pirates and have just been taking significant casualties. So I get what Blufor tried to do with this counterattack. Nimia eventually bleeds out there. Dooley and Perriton are going to hide up on the rocks with the PKP and an M4. Not a bad call there, but I mean, if they get swarmed, there's nowhere to hide. I'd say at this point, Blufor needs to cut their losses and pull back to their final position here. Falcon, please. For the love of God. I got a Gaz driving by. I think because some of Opfor might try to rush around. It took you 6 hours to make those trenches. I know, Malin. It was, it's good, though. Woo! So now Opfor is aggressively pushing this position. No, Malin, you know my feeling. You've spent 6 hours making that only for Opfor just to rush it in and do it in like 5 minutes, right? Yeah, that's how I feel when I make Zeus ops. Ooh, oh, that was a smoke grenade. I was hoping that would be a frag. That would have been so deadly. Frags, please tell me these are frags. It's an incendiary. Did it just kill someone? No! Chat, did that just kill someone? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that back because if that thermite grenade actually just killed somebody. Fireball. I could have sworn I saw a red triangle disappear right there. All right, whoever this guy is, Orcus, you need to throw grenades. Grenades are your best call here, right here, man. Wait, you're an explosive specialist. Use a satchel. Oh my God, please. Orcus, throw a satchel. Throw a charge. Orcus, please! Orcus! Oh, God, he's too scared. He's bandaging, too. Oh. Oh, the room here for him to do something. Oh. He tried thermiting it. You got Flaninja. He's not getting the kills, though. He needs to get those kills. Meanwhile, on the other flank... Oh. Yeah, they know Orcus is up there. Ooh-wee! That was messy. Flaninja wakes back up. I assume the other guy woke back up, too. Whiplash and Yanni are still up. They might be able to take these Vicks and try... Oh, no, they cannot. Those wheels are all down. The other one got blown up. Now, the question is, does Opfor have enough manpower to take this remaining position? I honestly think they do. Especially since Opfor has the BTR. So despite it getting really messy during Opfor's rush, Blufor was just way too divided and they weren't able to make the casualties they needed to actually win. Flinja, I know. I've been saying Flaninja. I know, it's Flinja. Flinja. I know. I'm bad at this, guys, okay? Alright, so Opfor otherwise mounting up in Gaz. Oh, it's just Bayan driving. You should have been able to pick up the other guys, because now it's only this cache. There's only a few Blufor guys remaining. Yes, they do have some of the M2s around. Look at this tower, though. It's already taken some damage, so if it takes more damage, it might collapse. And I'm wondering if the collapse of that tower will actually destroy the cache, because sometimes it does damage underneath. We'll just have to see how this plays out. Whew. All right. Righto. I know 7R came in. Didn't you guys do really well last week, if I remember correctly, during round 2? Weren't you the guys that clutched it, or was it someone else? I can't remember. EU round 2, if it was 7R guys that helped clutch the mission and turn it around. Yeah, you won round 2. That's what I thought. That's what rings a bell. I normally don't recognize the newer groups unless they do something like that, in which case, yes, I will remember you. So it's Yanni and Whiplash, I think, driving up, honking here to indicate they're friendly. It is a pretty cute little castle. Gotta be careful about driving this in, though, because that could become an AT target and blow everything up around them. So they just gotta be a little careful. I'm a little worried with how stalled out this round is getting, because I told you guys I want to be able to cover round 2 tonight. I just have to keep mine on my time, but if we finish up in the next 15 minutes, I'll be able to cover round 2. No problems. I think Opfor is just waiting to regroup at this time. Is there a princess in the tower, though? Oh, there's always a princess in my tower. Giggity. Anyway. I'll let you figure out who it is. Daedalur with Anemo, both with 240s. Yep. Last week, EU2. We'll see if EU2 this week will show anything in addition. I do love... Oh my god, he's got a 240. He's taking one of the marksman's E-clan scopes, and he's gonna pick off people. Oh, Bates. Don't disappoint me here. Now, this is the SU-230 scope, but it's the regular one, which is why you see the markings for the M4 and M249. If it was the 230A scope, then it would have markings for 7.62, and these lines would be slightly different. Fun fact. 230 series for E-clans is, I think, my favorite one to work with in all of Arma. Now, you're hearing some GLs going off. And the BTR... Oh, there goes the tower, but it did not destroy the cache. And you see some bodies getting killed off here. That was the GLs taking out the battle tower. Really great play there. And you got the BTR coming back because they left the other BTR back at base, and they're going back to pick that one up, probably because the other one ran out of ammo because they were just mag dumping this area, which is why you have a few random bodies around. If we were to go to the kill count of that BTR, I'd imagine, yep, we got 3 kills right there, and none for Holton because he's driving. So those 3 bodies, we have 2 right there, and we had 1 up here where 50 cal was before things started. I'm wondering if those GLs will actually destroy the cache at this rate. I think it takes multiple GL rounds to do it, but You got to remember the GP25 GL system on the Opfor rifles can be ranged up to 400 meters. So it literally turns into indirect fire at that range. I have no idea what blew up over there. Possibly a truck. But at this range, they can just bombard the damn position and probably kill people with those rounds if they wanted to keep it going. They had some great hits on it. So Opfor, they've got two groups right now. They got the BTR on the north, and we've got Warkus in the rear. Looks like Opfor is planning on mounting up in some gases and potentially charging this position. Pierce is driving around honking. I don't know for what. But we just have to wait and see how Opfor pushes in on this position, which it looks like they're starting. They should honestly wait for that. Oh, nope, there's the BTR opening up. Trying to get some pickoffs and harass. This team's also harassing. This is perfectly coordinated here as the gases are now... Oh, without that suppressive fire, though, I think Blufor would have spotted this and picked these people off, but... Because the battle tower's down and they're getting suppressed, they don't realize there's stuff coming up here. I think this is going to be GG unless one of these grenades ends up being a frag. Oh, it's going to be tough to track. Bayant on the side, though. Picking people off with a 249. He's on 3 kills. And Blufor still doesn't realize they're being breached. 4th kill for Bay. Fifth kill for Bay. And he gets blown up by a grenade. Grenades going back and forth right here. Doing some damage. Some grenades getting caught in positions. BTR still circling this objective, but Blufor, I don't think, has the manpower to stop it as the Overwatch team now comes in to drop off additional forces. Opfor's gotten their foot in the door. It's going to be incredibly difficult for them to get out now. There's so much smoke in this AO. Hayes getting picked off. This other Vic now driving in. Going to do a far dismount. Beautiful rush play by Opfor here. And it just keeps on giving. You did not just screw that up, you silly, silly goober. There is just so many grenades going off. Nielsen trying to vault the wall, Olaf corner camping him. Blufor needs to do everything in their power to hold their sectors here, because otherwise Opfor are literally going to swarm in, but if they lose control of this central area, Opfor is going to find that cache and just hit it with AT or a charge, and it's going to be over. Norris, you lucky son of a bitch. And then Alvin still kills him! So Norton's plot armor only applied to enemies, but if a friendly gets him, then you're screwed. I think this is GG at this point. Cash is right there. They're going to put demo on it. Might see Olaf or Hatsier, Arthur get a few kills. Olaf getting some good kills here as well. Now the BTR's rolling in. And it's a... No, Warkus is still alive. Yeah. So they just need to blow the cache up at this point. And there it is. All right. Not a bad start. That's a win on Opfor. I'm really surprised the rush play worked really well, but when you break it down, Blufor deciding to put Scandy on the front line instead of reinforcing, it's really tough to tell how it would have gone down at that point, because Opfor would have had more manpower to make that assault, and I feel like Blufor could have only put so many people on that defense line. So it's a tough call, but I think Opfor just did really well with their rushes despite taking so many losses early on, and they just continue to push through. I don't think Blufor should have ever divided their defense along both objectives. They should have just picked one and stuck with it. But also at the same time, they were testing out the terrain feature tool. So, you know, it was just a good opener. Let's all agree to that. It was a good opening round. The Gaz Rush of 2022. Yeah, right? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to play our intermission here. We're going to cover round 2, and then after round 2, I will be going AFK for a little bit just because I have to work on everything here. Okay. Now with that all set, we need to change up our commands. All right, mission. This is round 2 now. Round 2, it's a rush attack, which means the objectives have to be done in order, and it's not infantry only. Okay.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Keep doing awesome streams.
All right, where Blufor's attacking to Opfor has... What does Opfor have here? 2 UAZ Dishkas and an 8% numbers advantage. And then Blufor doesn't really have anything except transport, so it doesn't really matter. And the map here is Malden 24/5. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. That should be everything updated. Yeah, should be A-okay. Son of Sun Tzu, thanks for the 9-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Oh, wait, no, it's a 14-month resub. I was wondering because you had the Lance Corporal badge. I'm like, wait a second, but it's a 9-month streak. I always get those confused sometimes. But, you know, you've been here for a while. But I hope you keep enjoying everything, man. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. You're right. I still need to pay out the prediction. The winner of that, wow, it's an upset. Only a third of you bet on Opfor, and Opfor won that one. All right, cool. I'll go back up in my casting couch room. Again, I am not muted. Nothing's going on, so I don't know what to say. Devour Kane, let me see your DMs here. One second. I'm chuckling over a different thing. Shoot him over DMs. And again, I'm sorry I haven't done testing on the lasers yet. I've been booked. I can't even begin to say how booked I have been over the past week. Between some IRL stuff and some regular stuff, and I'm still trying to work out a balance. And I'm getting really close to that balance. It's just, ugh. That's what the bad news is. Waiting for you to write it down then. Bet on the commander. It's a safe bet. I mean, Vagrant, who he was leading up for, he is the guy with the highest win-loss ratio, at least I think, in command. No, that's not the right term. He's the guy that commands the most. I forget who has the highest win-loss ratio, but he told me, and I've already forgotten. It was a few weeks ago. It's nerf or nothing, yeah, right? I saw Pierce on blue, so I bet red 11-3 was the win strategy. Shut up, Wretched. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, I see what you mean, Devour. Apparently the lasers aren't even going to work. That's okay. Righty. You guys are so mean to some people. I'm not allowed to be mean anymore because of how the NA branch is going to turn into. If not today, then next week. Oh yeah, little side note about me. I spent the past few days digging out my old Xbox One, getting it plugged in, put a few games on it through Game Pass because Discord gives you 2 months of that for free. Bloodwayne and I were playing some... Oh, why am I blanking on the thing? Mortal Kombat, because she's really into fighting games. Then I watched her play Alice Madness Returns, because that's one of her favorites. And then this morning I was playing a bunch of Generation Zero with a friend of mine. And that was really fun. Simply because it's been a while since I've sat down and just enjoyed a video game. I was also doing that with Core Keeper with a few friends over the past few days. And I'm trying to rediscover my passion for video games as a whole, because there are some periods that I've been doing this since 2016 where I can't touch my fucking computer. But I got a new baby. You can see your part list on the commands. I've got a bunch of updates for Discord to come out on. And there's just a lot of stuff that we're going to be rolling out over the weekend. Oh, fun fact. So, Bloodwayne and I, we occasionally have a date night. And this Sunday, I have plans for the date night. So here's what we're going to do, all right? Here's how the date's going to go. I'm going to wake her up at 10 because she likes to sleep in on the weekends. I've made a D20 system for 20 different things to do. And the 20th is she actually gets to see the list and pick. But the dates items consist from simple things like a walk to giving her a massage. Not the ooh-woo kind, unfortunately. To going out to the movies. Basically a lot of things she likes to do.
Send in GOAT Team 6
And
now.
she'll roll a virtual dice, or we'll find one of our kits where we have the physical ones. I'm trying to dig one up, but I can't find the damn thing. And when she gets bored of one activity, we'll roll it, and we'll go to the next. A massage is a massage, yeah, very true. But I also have a reservation to a really nice restaurant that she's never been to at 7:30. And then after that, that will conclude the date. But I'm going to start off by making her brunch. So yeah, that should be fun. She's, I think, too far upstairs to hear me, so that's quite nice. And she doesn't always watch my stream, so I know I'm free, so... Mr. Von Hitten, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Send in GOAT Team 6
And Justy Boy, thanks for that 6-month resub as well.
Yay, 6 months.
I hope you continue to enjoy everything, my friend, and I hope you get a nice kick out of round 2 of FNF, which will hopefully start very soon. Again, guys, we'll be covering round 2. I will then not cover round 3 because in a little under 2 hours, we're going to be doing a quick Zusop. It is to basically watch how a player base plays. I'm going to have them take out an IED factory in the middle of Zargabad. And there's some fun little extras to that IED factory as well. But this is basically me seeing how they handle CQC and underground scenarios, because there totally isn't a Resident Evil Hive thing I've been working on. Actually, I haven't been. I've had Devour King working on. I mean, no, I have not, but you get my point. And I'm totally not going to run it with this group, who are, you know, some friends of mine. Devour King saying he... All right, 1 second. Yeah, that's good, because I do want to run it very soon, in another week or two. Whew. Actually, no, 1 involves doing some cosplay crunching, because I've been hounding her for a few certain things. Because Colossal Con... By the way, I believe it's between September 7th through 10th. I will not be present. I will be at an anime convention in a massive indoor water park up in Pennsylvania. Possibly doing a cosplay or 2. I know Bloodwind's going to be doing a few, but that's also a massive party con where I literally go and relax for 3 or 4 days and try to tie up certain people. Anyway, so yeah, I won't be there. I won't be present for streaming. And then KatsuCon in February, that one I will also not be present for, but that one I'm going full on with the cosplays, so. Can you normally hear players with the vanilla plugin? Yeah, Ilbanet, give me a second. I'll have to convert them. But yes, I can normally. So if I turn yours off and then I enable... So this is weird, because every time I enable... Okay, no, did enable that one that time. Good. Yeah, it should be fine. Cool. So I'll enable the main one, and I'll let you see. Hive Queen, she back, but Bloodwing voice, LOL. I mean, I'm trying to get her to do the damn demon from the Derpixon animation, Fallen Prince, I believe. And she gave me a budget of about $1,000. And I do need to pay my mortgage, but, I mean, that would be a pretty good cosplay. Up to 108,000 points. Okay, what's that? That Sagop last Sunday was equatorial hell, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Literally, that's the first time we landed where the tanks actually showed up and started annihilating us. We took at least 40% casualties in the first 5 minutes after landing, all right? It was scuffed from the get-go. But of course, we don't know it's going to be scuffed. Beer Island. Oh, that's brilliant. This is a whiplash op, isn't it? Not surprised. Shut up, what's that? Sounds like an excuse. Yeah, whatever. Blufor starting off on... Oh, God, they're doing a water-based insertion. That's quite interesting. Opfor, it's a 2-spot terminal. And they might have also done the terrain adjustments for the second objective, so we'll have to see how that goes. Let me go ahead and put the prediction up. It's Blufor attacking, Opfor defending. EU round 2. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Let's go ahead and get that going. All right, cool. All right. Juggling so many things at once. Good God. So for this second round, Opfor is going to be defending 2 terminals from the looks of things. They'll be defending Terminal 1 first, then Terminal 2. Knowing this AO, I got to see how they fortified this area, but if they put it on a nice hill, then that's got good overwatch everywhere, so that might be the best place to hold, but Blufor can always come around in the back cap and deploy off of boat, so this could just be a Bunker Hill style objective, which is my lane for anything goes. Alright, I gotta wonder. Whiplash beer. Serving beer, not refunds. Oh, that's cute. He made his own little thing for it, too. The chucklehead. So this is quite interesting, because Tfar... Huh. Ilmanek, you around? Yeah, so... That's weird. Because I gotta wonder what has happened to break my... Okay, Ilmanek, yeah, I'd appreciate that. That's, that's weird. So they just disabled it outright. Alright, that's the case. Yeah, leaving the channel, I was able to temporarily hear them, so, Give me one moment. I gotta refresh the plugin, then I'm just gonna disable them and go back into my channel. Upstairs. There we go. Alright, anyway, let's begin with the mission breakdown. I think I've taken enough of your time. Anyway, background. The famous Beer Island has been taken over by the Anti-Saloon League. Malden government decided to call for international assistance to recover their beer. Almost every country in the planet answered the duty call, but in the end, Germans took it personally. Area of operations, AO includes 2 sectors. Western sector located as a beer factory. Eastern sector is located on an abandoned military position. Okay. Game mode is going to be 2 terminals to hack in sequential order in a rush objective style. Mission variables are going to be 850 meters of render distance, 125 build points for the defenders, which is the standard. No NVGs nor magnified optics. Medium anti-tank settings. All right. Wow, that's quite a bit.
I made 10 months without missing a payment yet.
Delta 6, it is appreciated. I am now your new credit card. Make sure you pay me off every month. I appreciate... Oh my gosh, there goes my ball and everything. Okay. Well, nonetheless, thank you so much for the 10-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Anyway, medium anti-tank settings, 1 AT round and 2 HE rounds per gunner on both sides. We might see a lot of explosive play with launchers, which is quite nice. Otherwise, we're actually going to go ahead and start with Opfor since we're over here. They are the Rebel French Lizard camouflage kits. To break everything down, you got platoon leader, sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman, assistant, grenadier, IR. They have Hunt IR rounds, which are 40mm grenades. You fire up in the air, it turns into a camera with a parachute, gives you a nice bird's eye view of the AO. You got machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1 an assistant, medium anti-tank 2 an assistant. RI, RAS, and SMP don't matter anymore because there's no X-ray. Those were only X-ray kits. Designated marksman is going to appear to be an SVD. You see designated marksman in Alpha and Charlie. They get a magnified optic and have a gun with a larger caliber. Otherwise, crew lead, crewmen, pilots, medics, and the base kit. Loadouts for these guys are going to be AKMs and AKSs, PMs for the secondary, and RPK for the light machine gunner, PKP for the medium machine gunner. Light anti-tank is going to be an RPG-26. Recon doesn't matter because they don't exist anymore. Crew and aviation also don't exist because there's no crew and aviation kits on this round. Their assets are 2 transport Urals, 2 closed UAZs, and 2 UAZ Dishkas with 250 rounds total of 12.7 anti-material ammo. Mwah, delicious. Looking over at Opfor's roster, we got Kiri commanding. All right, we don't see him command every day. We'll see how he does with this, but otherwise Shai is being Alpha HQ's squad leader, Lolo being the squad medic, Olaf leading Alpha 1 with Night Owl, Reaper's Insanity, Mutant, G-Legs, and Seasmo under him, and there's no Alpha 2 apparently. All right, Bravo HQ being led by Finn, with Whiplash leading Bravo 1 with Hyandra as AT. Nice. Nimia, Pertin, Azurai, and Flying Finn under him. Nas leading Bravo 2 with Cullis, Kazul, Dobbs, and Nemesis under him as well. And they put Scandi... They put Scandi and Papega on the same freaking roster again. You know how this goes. Anyway, they are on defense, though, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. I'll go over this in a second, though, but Kane leading Charlie HQ, Guy Fieri being the medic. They got Charlie 1 with Artisan leading K-Kier, Korvac, Novix, Flux, and Band. Swoley leading Charlie 2 with Tackleberry, Clash, Wheaton, Major Khan, Gazak, and Arakiru. Delta being led by Oddball, with Delta 1 being led by Morgan, with Lurch, Twins, Warkus, Andri, my bad. And Jack under him. Delta 2 being led by Newton with Blast, Alipol, excuse me, Nikolai, Hayes, Khalil, and Hertzier under him as well. All right, Scandi Recon, Papega. On and off. Usually it means their side's going to win, but I've also seen them completely flop. Usually I see that flop happen when they play defense. They are playing defense here, so it's really anyone's game. But let's go ahead and look at Blufor's roster just to see. They're going to be rocking the Bondevoire kits. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Their DMR, I think, is going to be a PSG-1. No, it's going to be a HK-416 with a magnified optic. Interesting. Loadouts are going to be G36s, Glock 17 as their secondary, Mini-Me's for their light machine gunners, MG3s as their medium machine gunners, M72 disposable Law as their light anti-tank, Recon doesn't matter, and then crew and aviation also doesn't matter because there's none of those slots. They have 17 RHIBs, and they have 2 armed RHIBs. Interesting. Both equipped with 250 cals. Okay. Looking on their roster real quick, who are... okay. Who's going to be leading them? Depso is going to be leading them. Sayak as the 2IC. Albin as the platoon medic. Mittens has merged everyone together under Alpha. He's got Fred, Bendal, Steve, Shun, Vagrant, Top Gun, Sim, Kabubi, Lacarfor, Harvid, yeah. Deska Keeper, Yuru, Timek, Archer, and Dewadox under him. Bravo HQ is going to be led by Azuki, with Grav as the medic. Bravo 1 be led by Norris with Bates, Puma, Huller, Sholand under him as well. Saddam leading Bravo 2 with Hunavar, Kevin, Wise, and Holton under him. Militarian leading Charlie HQ. Charlie 1 being led by Lenaru, with members of 7R here. It's Nemo, Skits, Daedalor, Zombie Forever, Flinja, and Kinq's. I'm just going to call him Ken. Shut It Down leading Charlie 2 with Vince, Joseph, Fluffy Thumper, Zally, and Dooley under him. Delta has all merged together, other than Thompson. I think he's about to join them. But it's Pro Hunter leading Mackenzie M with the Stars, which exchanges the balls. Gogu, Worst, Rodrigue, Solomon, Pierce, Pete, Fons, Piros, Keel, Jabi, Male, excuse me. Circles. That's a weird way to say it. And then Thompson just merged under him as well. All right, looking ahead at our AOs here. We got 8 minutes. Let's finish covering them. You got the Beer Factory here. I'm not sure if they flattened out the terrain to make it, because I know this area is relatively flat as well, but I appreciate the custom building they have done right here to make this all work. So this is quite interesting to see all of this set up. and they got that going in the back. And then you have this military hill back here, which is still on a slant. Not sure if they use the terrain mod to make this work, but it's a pretty nice abandoned position up here. Definitely more World War II-esque. So, I mean, this position on its own is going to be really, really good to hold. I doubt Opfor is going to play an all eggs in one basket strategy to hold that position. They'll probably still have some guys over at the brewery, but we will see how it all plays out. Pierce is definitely special. Really good squad leader. His command is interesting, and those of you that have been here for a while can attest to that. Bundeswehr. There you go. What's that? I said it correctly. Unless you gave me the wrong one, in which case, oof. Otherwise, I don't know. I really don't like the first AO here because the attackers just have way too many ways to get up in this scenario. I've seen this AO done in the past in Friday Night Fights, and usually the attackers are able to get into this AO and take it out. That second AO is going to be the defender's saving grace, though. So, really, guys, it's just up to you. Scandi or Papega could easily counterattack, but in that aggression, they can easily get outflanked, encircled, and eliminated. With minimal casualties to the opposite faction. And that's kind of what you saw with Scandi Recon last round. So, just because I call out Scandi and Papega doesn't mean they're invincible. So you really got to keep that in mind. Whew. All right. Bundeswehr. Why would you word it like that? Pierce on which side? Pierce is literally a team leader in Delta 2. Actually, no, he's a squad leader because they merged under Delta 2. So he's squad leading Delta. But my God, let me guess, you're all going to bet against... There's some of you that bet against him. It's fucking... chuckleheads. Oh, I've got so many DMs stacking up. Why? And I got some other ones that I've been meaning to answer as well. Oh, well. Now, if I was in Blufor's shoes, I would just take the shortest route. I'd move up the forested areas. I'd move an Overwatch element up on this ridge and pick off who I can. Anyone that goes up to this tower is going to die. Kiri, I appreciate your initiative, but it's a bad call. And then from there, Blufor needs to transition to this other AO, and that's where it's going to be really difficult because this AO has some really good overwatch on pretty much every vector that it can, but if Opfor undermans it, it leaves it open for Blufor to get enough forces up here and practically charge it. But there's no reason for Blufor to attack that AO yet because they have to hit this other AO first to enable the second AO's objective. So, just... literally get your forces right on top of this position. You see that Opfor is already building some defensive positions here because they know this is where they're going to come up on. But you can just have forces come around and move forward. And then if you wanted to, you could also kind of travel through this area and breach, but that's where it gets a little open. You probably don't want to do that. You want to be in a position where this overwatching ridge can actually assist you. Now, if I was the UAZ gunners, I would immediately get to the highest positions that I could. I'd send one northwest here and send one south there. And then just have them try to snipe any boats that come in. But you got to remember, Blufor can also come from multiple different angles here. But I would rely on that being their spawn because it's the one in the center. Because otherwise I'd make a guess and say that was also that. But again, that's why you have one of the UAZs come up here and the other UAZ come down there and just look around with their gunner until they can find the boats and take them out. That would be their best bet. But beyond that, I mean, it's a fairly simple round in my opinion, so we'll just have to see how things go. Poll is up to a little over 200,000 points. Nice. All right, let me do one final check. All right, yeah, I got one more person. I got a slot for the Saturday out. Ah, yes, it does. What's that? And Gary just fell off. Thankfully, there's still safe start, so he doesn't take any fall damage. Or any damage of any type, for that matter. Worth every point, to be honest. God damn it. Y'all are so mean. Oh, Ander got disconnected. That's a shame. Because he knows where to put HE rounds. Did they get an RPG, or was it something else? Yeah, they have an RPG. He knows how to use an RPG, like the back of his damn hand, so... I hope he's able to come back in time. Because if not, that's going to be a little awkward that they lose a really good player there. There is a way to die in Safe Start, but it's super obscure. Oh god, Malin. I don't want to know. Okie dokie. Involves a lot of explosives. Oh dear. I don't know why you'd waste your explosives so early, though. Yeah, I feel ya, Abdar. I'm not hosting the Sunday off either, because I'm going to be busy on Sunday. With the date day. But we'll pick it up again on Wednesday. So I guess let's go ahead and look at how Blufor is mounted up. They have not mounted up in their boats yet, so it's going to be a bit of a slow start. Oh, are they... Nope, they're transitioning to a different position. I see. Not sure if they have enough boats to fit everyone up here, though, because all these RHIBs can only take 8 people, so that would be 8 times 5, which is 40, and I think their player count's going to be a little higher than 40, so they're going to have to come in from a different error. Might have found the error? Nice, Ilbanek. If you can get it to me in the next few hours, I might be able to test it for the NA branch. All right, based off of how many people I just sent up here, I think, yeah, so the rest of them are going down for these boats over here. They do have the armed 50 cal ones, so we'll see if they decide to adjust. But Blufor are going to have a little bit of a false start here after those 15 minutes. That's going to give Opfor a little bit of time to set up their Dishkas. I think that's exactly what they need here. Oh, this is going to be one messy insert for Blufor, because Opfor is going to already be completely fortified here because of Blufor's false start. Did Iander make it back? He did not. That's unfortunate. Player count right now is Blufor have 51 players, Opfor have 61? No, I think that was only for round 1. Never mind. Because it was the opposite. That is a shame. Yeah, and you see he's reconnecting now. So it looks like they're spreading out across all of these boats, but then they're fully mounting a boat right here. So we'll see if that Dishka starts engaging. I do appreciate the spread here, though, across all these boats to basically minimize your losses. You already got that Dishka firing. Oh! Oh! Of course. Of freaking course. Someone panicked and pulled their boat into another boat. Oh, it's beautiful. That was a nasty error indeed. That has killed off one of them, and it's stalling them now for the Dishka to keep harassing this position. That Dishka's reloading right now. It is just like in real life. Gotta be careful that no one gets run over. Dishka's firing over here. You got Blufor quickly dismounting at the base of that hill. Might be able to kill the gunner. privates doing stupid crap. Yep. Under fire panic. It happens. All right, Blufor getting their foot in the door on the southern side. Also staying up here. I think they're waiting to see if they can pull Opfor to the south before they make that northern push. Not a bad idea, but it all depends on if Opfor is even capable of doing such a thing. They've pulled back. They got the... You're not going to hit shit with that from this range, buddy. I'm sorry. Now you got the other Dishka car up here firing at that boat. I think they're ranging with Vector 21s here. This is not looking good. Hold up, and Blufor, as I predicted, pulled up to there in time and started engaging this position. One of the two Opfor guys is dead. You hear that MG3 firing. Korvac desperately trying to hold. He is on a kill. He's got some Skyliners to shoot at, but if he's going to stay evasive like that, he's not going to be able to line his shot up in time. He needs to consider trying to pull it back or flank around here. This is all modern ordnance at the moment, yes. Sometimes FNF have times where they do Vietnam or World War II, but it's modern right now. Korvac a little too exposed right there, was completely exposed on that flank, and Scholand and Holton managed to drill him down. Now you got these additional boats coming in. Opfor are holding from some defensive positions here. Wondering if Blufor is going to commit. Doesn't look like it. Now you're having these boats coming in on the coast for a northern push as well. So this is going to really divide Blufor. It looks like they're going for a back cap first, though, but they can't back cap because that terminal isn't activated until they take Terminal 1. I get why they're doing that, because that's a really good defensive position, but it's a messy idea. Statistically, the side that chooses back capping objectives before they're enabled in these rush-style ops, more often than not loses. Because they divide their force into areas that they shouldn't even be worrying about yet, and the defenders just sweep them. Got some pretty big dismounts going on here, some early dismounts. Oh, because the boat was just shot out and disabled. But I see more people around down here. Some people got run over. So I can't tell if this boat had another boat collision or if it actually just got taken out. Now you see these guys getting shot at as they try to swim to the coast here. So you got HE rounds coming in, but you're seeing these guys duck them. I just heard someone get hit by a shot, but it looks like it only hit the shoulder. I always like watching these guys because when you're swimming them up to shore, you see them literally trying to dodge bullets by going underwater and all this crazy funny shit. I just find it amusing. What role am I playing? I am literally just spectating. Bombs. Heck. I'm watching these guys practically kill each other because it's fun. I am the esports cast. Alright, we got some grenades being thrown up. I'm a little worried about Opfor because they did send a lot of their forces out in very small groups to try to hold against anything pushing along the coast. And it looks like they are trying to conceal themselves as they pull back to additional forces, but at this point, I think they're going to stop getting off of these far positions to start folding around to make a more unified perimeter around the objective itself. Yeah, if Opfor had some of their AT guys on the coast, they would have been able to much more effectively intercept these boats and take them out and probably get some pretty nice multi-kills going in, but I think it was just a little bit of miscoordination on that front. And I mean, you're seeing some Opfor guys getting picked off here early on. And a lot of them are focusing on the guys in the water rather than the guys that are actually on the island here gaining ground. Oh, dude, you're good. I'm here to answer your questions, man. That's why I like being a smaller streamer. Even if I have, you know, up to 100 to 200 people watching, I can still cover chat pretty easily. It's nice. All right, so you're hearing those AT rounds fired into the groups here. Not sure how much damage they're doing, though, but looking at the roster, we have a few casualties here and there along Blufor, but we're also seeing a few here and there on Opfor as well, so I'd say Blufor is still maintaining that heavy number advantage. But we're going to be having 2 squads of infantry joining 1 squad of infantry to hit Terminal 1, and I'd imagine Delta is just going to try to push up and take Terminal 2. So I'm a little worried with how Blufor's positioned their units because they're too far to really support each other. So Opfor could really just hold this position by taking out this force pushing in, and then if this force drags their feet, the Opfor can just turn around and take them out as well. A little bit of defeat and detail on the Blufor side here. Willow also giving Bomb Tech a sub. Nice. Hope you both keep enjoying everything. And Willow, I hope this is the proper distraction for what's been going on with you IRL. Got some smoke going on up there. I think that's because they managed to shoot the engine out of the Dishka. Otherwise, these 3 guys are staying. Now, that GL could be coming real handy when they get closer. They should also be holding their grenades. I think they think they're a little closer than they actually are. And that's a shame, because they're going to burn all their grenades early, unfortunately. You know, it's hard to say, because usually when you do a pincer attack, the pincers are still in positions to support each other. Like, a pincer would be attacking from the south and the west. That way, the south could move in while the west covers from higher positions. Here, it's really just being treated as 2 separate attacks. Technically, you could also argue that is a pincer as well, but a good pincer is when the pincers can support each other. And I'm going to be honest, F&F, you see a lot of separate attack style fights. You don't see them really supporting each other. But the times when they do support each other, the attack usually goes really, really well. And there's a lot of pressure applied to the defenders. Here, not so much. These guys are going to potentially pincer off this position right here, but we'll just have to see how things go. And you got this one unified attack happening on the coast. You got some of these guys coming around as well. Are they? No, they're going to bypass. Why would you land over here if your goal was to... Maybe Blufor was thinking that Opfor wasn't going to have anyone back there, and they put this force here to be a picket for any Opfor guys that tried to pull back, but it's a really weird idea to put your guys on all of this open terrain on the low ground to then push them around. This is a really bad spot. Yeah, it's practically turning into a not a DND, excuse me, a D-Day-esque scenario here. I mean, it's working so far, though. They're causing some Opfor positions to pull back. This is going to turn into a 3 separate side attack on the first objective. And with any luck, it might slow down Opfor's ability to pull back to the final objective, but we're seeing Opfor countering with some really heavy hitters like Flux here, already coming in to counter some of these forces on their own. There's just a lot going on so many sides right here. But I think this is a bit of a mistake, because if Opfor did have forces garrisoning this position, they're just going to be able to harass them as they move up. I thought this would be just them bypassing to take Sector 2 and then backcapping it and then moving in, but now if they're going up to Sector 1, they're just going to be shot in the back as they push. That's going to make them drain all their smoke, and moving quickly cover to cover to stay online with the other attacking groups is just going to wear their stamina down, and when they get into CQC, it's going to be a lot harder for them to line up their shots. Is there any way to participate? Yes, if you do !FNF, that'll link you to their website. You might be able to make it in time for the NA branch tonight. If not, we'll see you for next week for the EU branch. EU branch is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week. NA, I think, gets privatized tomorrow, so you got to play EU a few times before you can go into NA. All right, got some AT shots going here. That was an HE round. I think it got caught on this rock, though, so the blast of it got nullified, which is why those two Opfor guys survived up there. Close, but no cigar. Next week it is. By all means, man. Happy to have you. So Opfor is starting to kill some Blufor guys coming up. You're seeing some explosives being thrown up here to try to stop any guys up here. I think they just killed themselves with some of their own satchels, because I could have sworn I saw some guys up there. Yeah, you see their bodies sliding down. That's cute. I love it when Blufor or Opfor kills themselves with their own damn satchels. Because they treat them like grenades. Grenades you can throw far because of the small shape, a little bit of weight to it. Good chuck, you can throw 10, 15 meters. An explosive satchel is a heavy motherfucker that you can barely throw a meter. So if you're throwing that over something, you might not even be able to get it over. So uphill like this, yeah, I'm not surprised they blew themselves up. Some HE RPGs landing in Blufor's line, but they're a little short. Got some Moz rounds going in. They gotta be careful that if they fire these over, because then they could land on their own forces in a bit of a crossfire situation. Lurch, he's on 4 kills. He has been picking off some Blufor guys coming up here. It's just, can he continue to rack up those kills? Going for Top Gun. Top Gun ducks. Throwing satchels with Liru arms is lethal. Shut up, what's that? All right, you got some HE rounds going in on the factory over there. Looks like Blufor's group to the east, this Delta squad. Still gaining ground, but now Bravo for Opfor is going to basically make a picket line here to stop them. And if, I guess, Blufor gets too close, they might fall back into the facility itself. Looking at the skull counts here, Opfor has lost quite a few. Blufor, really with Alpha and Bravo, they've been losing quite a few guys. Charlie, not so much, which I think is... Oh, no, Charlie's up there. So this group's taking a good bit of casualties, and this group over here is taking a good bit of casualties. GL's going off. Ooh. You know, if they could detonate this Vic, they might actually be able to get a few guys blown up here. GL's are getting caught in some of the rocks. I do appreciate what Lurch is doing right here. He's trying to flank. Twins is trying to cover, but he is in a one-on-one firefight, and he gets headshotted. Lurch is going to spot Top Gun over here in a second. Here's that flank. Top taken out. Double kill for Lurch. He's up to 6 kills. Switches to his handgun as a backup because he ran out of ammo. Top needs to be double tapped, but Lurch could go for 7 here if he gets that double tap. But he's spotted by Steve. And Top bleeds out. I don't think that kill's going to be applied to Lurch, though, so he's technically on 7. But this has stopped this attack from going in. Lurch caught in the reload. Deska Keeper with the MG3, but he fails to realize Lurch is hostile. Lurch on 8, technically. Lurch caught in a reload, taking more shots, finally knocked out by Steve. It happens. People miss PID in this game mode all the freaking time. So now you only got Morgan up there, but he's only got a few guys to work with. He's trying to kill some of Blufor as they come around. More GLs going. Not sure if he... Lurch wakes back up. He just... I think Morgan just GL'd Steve. Oh, but Lurch then gets headshotted by Dedalore. Oh. And it is round 2. All right, so Opfor, I mean, they're... getting spread thin here. You still got Blufor platoon harassing Alpha for Opfor in the back line. But now you got Blufor in a lot of these smaller groups. They're taking some returning fire here. Got some GLs coming in as well. We'll see if they land accurately. Oh, if you were to tighten the gap. All right, I was hoping we'd see some ranging shots come in here because the GL plays are always amazing to watch. Oh, Nim, what are you doing? You cheeky cunt, you. Come on, Nim. Don't disappoint. What the Nim are you doing? Nimi is a member of Scandia Recon, and once in a blue moon, we see her pull shit like this. She's gonna crawl right up and kill Solomon. Yep. Ironically, I think she's being shot at from her own guys here, but look at this positioning. Oh, but Nim getting shot at by some rear guard here. Shoots at Mackenzie. Mackenzie with the MG3, though. The buzzsaw. Nim's out of ammo, and Mackenzie doesn't care. Oh. That's the nice thing about being a machine gunner, is you're probably not going to run out of ammo. Whereas the riflemen are going to run out of ammo. Yanni getting to a one-on-one here. Oh, boy. All right, Yanni won that fight. Blufor is being repulsed here pretty hard, as we just have this line of both Scandia and a few Pepega members just culling everything. So we got him pushing a bit more. Callie just got taken out. Azariah trying to hit Dawidox there, just unable to line up a shot. What are the numbers on the teams now? Opfor still going strong here. They've had a few groups wipe, but look at all the skulls on Blufor, mainly under Alpha and Delta. You got Bravo in the back line here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 31 minutes left on the round, so only 20 out of the 50 have expired. But Blufor is just running low on manpower. Name, if you spam too many like that, you get killed. I was hoping you'd do better, but the MG3 did not give a fuck, unfortunately. But if they weren't there, you would have been able to get behind 5 or 6 dudes right here and do a lot more. But it's okay, Nim, it happens. We were watching you that entire time. Nonetheless, ooh, nasty grenade killing one of the Scandi members. Azariah getting flanked by circles here. And we'll see how this goes. But as I digress, thanks so much for the 31-month resub, Nim. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Azariah going for the double, but then he gets 2-tap from aim with the balls and Pierce, and taken out. Oddball needs to double tap Dawid, but Dawid decides to jump away Mario Kart style with a handgun in his hand, so I guess he tried to jump Oddball, and Oddball's now wondering where his body went. Interesting. All right, Carey. He is platoon command for Opfor. He's right next to a shit ton of Blufor. He has a GL. I want to see him use the GL here, or some grenades. Carey, you're choking, buddy. You're choking. Carey, you're choking. Ah. Well, I tried. Blufor, meanwhile, rushing in right here. Getting caught in a bit of a fatal funnel. They quickly pull out. Grenades going way over. Major Con trying to get in a position. That MG3 immediately suppressing. Newton getting shot. Heartseer trying to find a way to... What on earth was that? Oh, grenade! Dead as a doornail. Other Blufor guy was killed off as well. Newton throwing some more well-timed grenades here. And Blufor, I mean, they were 4 people here. Now it's only Dooley. Dooley pushing, getting caught in the fatal funnel and taken out by Kazag. And I mean, just looking over at the top here, Blufor does not have a lot left. They got Charlie 1 up there. They could still come in for the clutch. They clutched last round. Or not last round, but last week. Grenade going on Flux. Satchel thrown over. Flux does not give a fuck. That might blow up that shed area, though. Whew. Monkey. The beer logo is immune to smoke effects? Yeah, it's because it's a custom decal, and decals aren't affected by smoke, which is quite funny. We got Circles in the middle here. Yanni's marauding around. You got a few other Opfor players. Major Cullis is stuck under a rock. He's using that to bandage, but he might not be able to get out. Overwatching shots from Charlie 1 as they engage Oddball and Khalil there. But I don't think Blufor has the necessary manpower to win this. I'm seeing a lot of Pepega and Scandi names. A lot of Pepegas, actually, still alive, as well as top player Bant here. So... oh, this is going to be tough. Ban already on 2 kills, for example. Some GLs getting fired into here, but looks like that is a smoke round bouncing around. Oh, baby. And you got Kane and Artisan charging the Blufor position. Of course Kane's doing that. Kane's one of the few people I believe could actually solo that. But sometimes some Pega or Scandi players get a little too aggressive for their own good, and it falls apart. So let's see what they can pull here. King, trying to hype you up. Don't disappoint me by caster cursing. He's going to open up with some grenades right over the hill, and then he's going to get on a high spot and just clean them up. Where's that first grenade? There it is. Cleaning House 101. Immediately, he goes down. One dude is knocked unconscious. Like I said, King is the king for a reason. Kills Skits. Artisan now coming up for the flank. Novix following on the rear. Attack reload for King. Ah, but he gets dropped. That's a shame. Bates waking back up, but Artisan pushing. Novix also coming around as well. Artisan's going to open up with the flank. That's going to allow room for Novix to push in. Grenade being thrown over the top. That's going to hit Nemo in the back. Maybe. Nope. Went too far. A trade. Artisan getting the kill right there. He's going to be on the rear of these Blufor guys. They're going to think there's something still at their forward. Artisan. Don't you have a GL? I guess he's out of GL rounds. Gets Flinjo with the handgun. Goes for attack reload. Kane, I don't think he comes into chat now. Very few Pepega members do. I think Flux has done it a few times, but that's it. Oh, Lonaru getting the counter on Artisan. He went too aggressive, stayed in the open. I mean, 7R, they've been able to counter a lot of heavy groups from Scandi and Pepega. Kevin with that MG3 just annihilated someone. Cake here coming around, though. But a grenade might kill Cake here because that's a friendly throw. And they trade because the grenade weakened him. Beautiful. Lethality, how are you doing? So despite this, I still don't think Blufor has the manpower to continue. But it's going to be a slow push. Looking at it from above, we still got Kevin in the AO. He's got that MG. You got Platoon trying to bypass to go to Sector 2, but this is going to be a drawn-out scenario for the rest of it as Blufor Remnants try to regroup and push in. Otherwise, I see this as an Opfor victory. Close, but I think Blufor should not have put that group on the coast over there. They should have reinforced one of the two pushes here instead, and that's what cost it for him. Is just coming in at too many vectors and just getting annihilated. Need a potato gun? That would require the global mobilization CDLC. Which I can't say wouldn't happen because they have done Vietnam stuff with the Vietnamese one, but... ooh, Swola. Swola didn't have ammo! Get him! Ah, beautiful headshot. Sprays him anyway. I would not say lethality is king, no. So we were just talking about someone in the game lethality, and I think they're confusing you for that someone because someone else mentioned if they ever show up in chat, and I was telling them no. So I think your timing was just, they thought that was, you were that person. I already told you guys that he doesn't come into chat, so I don't know why you're asking random people that show up if they're king. Oh, Ban's still walking around right here. You got this poor guy named Circles coming. He's gotten 2 kills too, granted, but he might try to get on a high position up here and pick off who he can. Timing always screws everyone, man. I feel ya. Just trying to see. I think Charlie's going to be regrouping down here and going for a push. You got Circles doing his own thing. You got Blufor Platoon now pushing this second position. It's a 3v3 right here, but there's a fourth guy coming around. Grenades being thrown in. G-Legs running into it because he didn't realize. Reaper's trying to kick Defso there. Sayek might come around. And Sayek getting the flank. Cammy, it was added in a DLC, a free DLC update, I want to say, what, in 2015, 2014? This isn't a Zeus interface, though. This is just a spectator interface. Alvin, you are so lucky Seismo clipped his bullets in that corner. Lolo. Oh my god, Lolo, please. Take your time. Get behind Depso and blow his head off. That works too. Liru, the king of pickle jars. Yes, I can open a pickle jar. I can open a damn pickle jar. Woo! Lethality. That's because YouTube throttles the shit out of me. That's a long story, and Twitch is Twitch. And I don't care, because I still make a living doing all this stuff anyway. But I don't even want to grow that big, because I kind of like having only 100 to 200 people watching. Because the streams, the rare streams where I have more than 200 people watching, when major events are done like Splendid Squad and MCOs, I really struggle to keep up with chat. Explosive just went off in here. Oh, G-Legs woke back up. That's a good call. I don't know if they just blew up one of the Blufor guys in there. Looks like Circles died, and now this is the major final fight coming in here as well. So I'm perfectly fine with it, because I can still pay my bills and interact with all you guys in real time. And I don't really see a point in growing anymore. I have my play button, I have my partnership on Twitch. There's nothing else I really fucking need. And some of the people that are above me in terms of viewership are also really freaking toxic, so I don't really want to see myself become that either. A hydrate? Yep. Bayant's going to go for a flank on 7R right here. Flaninja woke back up. Got some grenades going. That might kill Flinja there. And if it's not the grenade, it's Bay's bullets. That's for sure. Oh, disaster. If only you've seen what I've seen, buddy. There's Flaninja getting double tapped. If you want an example, go look up CC07. Whew. Alright, got some grenades going off around here. Eric Kiru getting a great pickoff. Trying to vault around, but the pipes are too close. Yanni, I'm not sure if he was just double tapping his friendly or what. We do not speak of CC07, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'll bring it up in a second, though, once this round's over. Actually, I'm not covering the next round because I've got an op in under an hour. I was reviewing it with an old friend of mine that was also there. All right, Grab doing his best to try to hold this position. Smoke grenade right around the corner here. Nemesis and Oddball coming around. Grab getting shot in the back by Nemesis, technically back of the head there. And the rest of this attack has all fallen apart. Bay getting friendly fire here, potentially, or it's a body there, and Blufor has been fully eliminated, which means Opfor able to kill him off over there as well. And that's it. Willow, thanks for giving Lethality a sub as well. Hope you all keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Look, when I do a DayZ stream tonight, or during the intermissions of the NA branch, we can talk about a few things, all right? I am more than happy to do it. I'm an open book.
Meanwhile, what round we on and how you doing, Smile?
But my favorite one to talk about is how a certain YouTuber used the funeral of a dead developer to promote his own unit. That one's my favorite one to go to. Anyway, James, I'm doing all right, man. Hope you're okay, but I am going to wrap it up here. Not going to be covering round 3 because I don't have the time because I have an Op 2 Zeus in a little under an hour. So, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and hopefully I will see you in an hour, and yes, I will do the payout.